Hi Mennonites, this is Deborah, and I'm joining you from Edinburgh, Scotland, and I would like to continue the conversation about what makes an Anabaptist. It's a very interesting topic that we have started discussing, especially because living in Scotland, a lot of people here are unfamiliar with the Mennonites, and most of them have never heard of them. Some of them have heard of Anabaptism, and that makes for some interesting conversations. But truthfully, even before I moved here, when I was a student at Tyndale, most of the people there were unfamiliar with Mennonites as well, and that always made it really interesting and fun for me. I got to pretend all sorts of things, and people believed it because I was the only Mennonite they knew. I'm going off of the assumption that the majority of people watching these clips know what an Anabaptist is, and that I don't need to explain it in depth. If you do need it explained in depth, I think that Rob and his daughter did a very great job and really summarized what I wish I could have said when I was 18 and at Tyndale, or even what I would have said now when people start asking me these questions. But the direction that I actually want to take in this is thinking about what Michael said, and it's kind of interesting to me the changes that have been made in Anabaptism over recent years. And of course, Anabaptism is a wide range. It's a very big topic, and it would be unfair for me to say that every Anabaptist believes the same way. But in my experience, particularly with the Mennonite Church, a lot of Mennonites don't really understand the charismatic movement. And of course there are Anabaptists out there, like Michael, like myself, who are charismatics. And it's kind of strange to me because if you read in Anabaptist history, you would see a lot of charismatic type of activities going on, from visions and, like Michael said, raising people from the dead and healings. And it's kind of strange and kind of sad that for whatever reason we've blocked that out right now, at least from a North American Mennonite viewpoint in the majority of churches that I've been part of. But outside of that, I think we also are missing out on evangelism. If you read Menno Simons, I read the complete writings of Menno Simons, and if you read people like Pilgrim Markpeck or the early Anabaptists, I think that they were very strong in evangelism. But I think that the culture in the West is very much like, we don't want to offend people, we just want to accept everyone, so let's not tell them that they have to believe a certain way. And there is a place for that, because church and state separation would suggest that we cannot coerce someone to become a Christian. But I think that there is a difference between coercing someone and inviting them into the church. And I think that our task as Christians and as Anabaptists would be, let's invite people into the church. We have the greatest thing to offer to them. We are inviting them to the wedding feast of the Lamb. So for us to say that they're not invited, I think that's maybe not what we're called to do, but rather, how can we engage them, and how can we show through our actions and our lifestyle that that is an important step to take. So those are just my thoughts. I'm excited to hear yours. Talk to you later.